Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Government revokes off-grid Amish communities' religious rights, forces them to use electricity. In spite of the fact that they have harmed no one, a court is forcing an Amish family to violate their religious beliefs and use electricity. By Matt Agarist, January 17, 2018. An Amish community in Warren County has just lost a major battle against the state, which is now requiring them to violate their religious beliefs and use electricity. Despite the Yoder family never causing harm to anyone by not using electricity, the government is forcing them to connect to the grid anyway. At the heart of the Amish religion is the rejection of individualism. The Amish anti-individualist orientation is the motive for rejecting labor-saving technologies that might make one less dependent on their community. Modern innovations like electricity might spark a competition for status goods which is in direct conflict with the Amish way of life. Therefore, they reject it. While the Amish lifestyle may seem odd to others, the fact that it causes no harm should mean that no one should be able to force them to change. Sadly, that is not the case. The Yoder family lives entirely off-grid. This off-grid religious lifestyle includes the use of a self-composting toilet and old-fashioned privy that did not require electricity or running water. Had the Yoder family been dumping their raw sewage into the public watershed or otherwise polluting the community in any way, requiring them to hook up to the grid would be more sensible. However, that is not the case. Advertisement. The Yoder family is being required to violate their religious beliefs and go against their long-standing traditions which have harmed no one for the mere fact that they are in violation of a city code that requires all property owners to be tied into the grid. For years, the Yoders have successfully fought off the sewer connection requirement. However, they will now be forced to hook up an electric grinder pump. The court ruled that the electric pump is the least intrusive means of connecting to the sewer system. Read more. WTF is wrong with you, America? Public schools holding disturbing drills. Judge Patricia A. McCullough voiced the dissent, arguing the Yoders are sincere in their religion-based shunning of electricity. I believe, the Yoders, are being denied their rights to religious freedom, she wrote. Paul Hare. At Paul Hare 1. American government always has the heaviest hand for those who truly pose no threat. http://www.yd.com/story/news/2018/01601/01013116001. 8:52 p.m., January 8, 2018. PA court rules against Amish family and their privy, orders sewer and electric connection. The family has used an outhouse that did not require running water or electricity, but the court ordered them to connect to the sewer. YDR.com. 99 replies, 3333 retweets, 4343 likes. Twitter adds info and privacy. The American Civil Liberties Union also weighed in on the ruling, noting their concern for the Yoders' religious freedom as well as the unduly burden it now places on them to install the pump. They didn't consider the other ways that the government could have achieved its ends, Sarah Rose, a senior staff attorney with the ACLU said. Rose said that although this case didn't set a precedent, it will undoubtedly be cited in future cases which may apply to Pennsylvania's Religious Freedom Protection Act. A Pennsylvania state court has ordered an old order Amish family to use electricity and connect to a public sewer system even though it violates their religious beliefs. https://buff.ly/2ddw3fm. 3:05 p.m., January 10, 2018. 1616 replies, 4343 retweets, 3636 likes. Twitter adds info and privacy. Unfortunately, in the so-called land of the free, the government can and will force you to conform or face consequences. This conformity often hits the innocent Amish communities the hardest. As TFTP reported last year, Samuel Girard, an Amish farmer who made natural health products, was charged with conspiracy for the way he labeled his salve. In June, Girard was sentenced to 6 years in prison for obstructing a federal agency and for making and selling herbal health products that were not adequately labeled as required by federal law. Read more. Police cadet turns in cop for turning body cam off just before pummeling his victim. In another case, which actually had a happy ending, 12-year-old Sarah Hirschberger, an Amish child from Ohio, was persecuted and faced government kidnapping because she and her parents refused chemotherapy to treat her cancer. In June of 2013, Sarah was receiving chemotherapy at the hospital and her parents were convinced that it was making her condition worse. "We were pretty sure we were going to lose her if we kept doing the chemo," Anna Hirschberger, Sarah's mother said. The parents began to object the treatment and faced strong resistance from the hospital staff, who even took them to court and attempted to gain guardianship over Sarah. The doctors had testified that without receiving chemotherapy immediately, Sarah would die within 6 months. The family stood firm in their denial of the treatment, which prompted an intense legal battle. At one point during the ordeal, the family was forced to flee the country so she was not kidnapped by the hospital. Eventually, the family won in court, and it was decided that they had a legal and constitutional right to treat her cancer as they saw fit. Now, years later, Sarah is not only still alive, but she is actually entirely healthy, and cancer-free.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.